Okay, so as we just mentioned, there's two types of air masses. There's continental air masses and maritime air masses. Continental air masses are going to form over the continents, so any place over land. The maritime air masses are going to form any place over water. And so if an air mass forms anywhere over here, it's going to be a maritime. If an air mass forms anywhere over here, it's going to be a maritime. If it forms anywhere over the continent, it's going to be a continental. Continental air masses are dry, and maritime air masses are humid. Air masses not only get their humidity from their source region, they also get their temperature. So if an air mass forms farther north, it's going to be colder because it's colder farther north. If it forms farther south, it's going to be warmer. So what we find is we find colder air masses forming in the northern United States and southern Canada, and we find warmer air masses forming in the Central Americas and southern United States. So again, northern latitudes are going to form cold air masses, and southern latitudes are going to be forming warm air masses. When we name these air masses, if it's cold, we call it a polar air mass, and we label it with a capital P. If it forms in the south where it's going to be warmer, we call it tropical air mass, and we label it with a capital T. Okay, so I've identified 7 source regions. Using the codes with the capital letters and lowercase letters, identify the types of air masses that would form over each source region. Okay, so each source region, if it's farther in the north, it's going to be a polar air mass. So all of the ones that are up in the north are going to be a polar air mass. So we're going to mark those with a capital P. Any air mass that forms in the southern latitudes in the southern United States is going to be a tropical air mass. So we're going to mark those with capital T's. Now, anything that forms over water will be a maritime. So maritime polar, maritime polar, maritime, maritime, maritime. Anything that forms over land is going to be a continental. So continental, continental.